Hey, if you're out there, I just wanted to finish off my earlier live. I got cut off. I think I ran out of data. So I just want to finish this off real quick. We were talking about encouragement and talking about not minding people's criticism as you do what you need to do for you and for your life. And I just wanted to really just encourage. So you know, I know how tough it is in the world we live in. Thanks to Adam earlier on who put in some feedback. But I know how tough it is to live in a world that seems to hold you back. So, and if you're joining us fresh, I'm just trying to finish off a live I had earlier on, that it's so difficult to do things and to start projects and to start living your dream, because the world we live in seems to pull you back more than it does push you forward. The world we live in is wired more to be negative about those of us that want to go for it. You know, it seems to naturally gravitate towards mocking. And you know, there's a difference between constructive criticism and mocking. Gogo Elijah Ben Hilda Marume, thanks for joining. Alison Charles Kleinwood, thanks for joining. And I really want to put out more and more encouragement. If you have a dream that you've been sitting on for years and you've been afraid of what people will say about your dream, I need you to get going on it, because it doesn't matter what people say and think. It doesn't matter what people's opinions are about you, about your looks, about your bank account, or about your past. There are too many opinions that have pulled down big dreams. There are too many negative opinions that have pushed back some amazing ideas, some amazing things that people could have done. So wherever you are watching from in the world today, whatever it is that you've been planning on doing, whatever it is you've been thinking about doing, Zoe and Love, thanks for joining. Chennai G, thanks for joining. Faniso Sizimunya with us. Nelson Tayengwa, thanks for joining. Whatever it is you have wanted to do, take it from me. I have been criticized by millions of people. I've had millions of people be negative, but I've also had millions of people be positive. I've also had millions of people encourage me. But one of the most important elements of the journey that I have walked, whether it is in my work as a pastor or as an author or even as an entrepreneur or as a social justice advocate, the thing I have learned the most is that my commitment to my journey is more important than what people say. It is what I have decided to do, and my commitment to doing that particular thing and my unwavering belief in it, that is more important than the criticism of people. It is more important than the plan of it. Do you know, some people will even go to a place where they will plan for your failure. They will plan to bring you down. They will plan how to laugh at you. They will plan how to mock you. There are people that can see pits that you will fall into and rather let you fall into the pits than come and say to you, why don't you come this way? Than rather come to you and say, this is a way, another way to go. If you're joining, I'm just talking about encouraging people, especially my fellow Zimbabwean citizens. If you're listening to me, and again, if you don't like me, it's not about liking me. It's not about whether you're my friend or not. I'm just telling you how you are going to build better people around you. Encourage people. There's a lot of people with big dreams. There's a lot of people that want to do amazing things. There's a lot of people who are depressed because they can't do anything, because they're afraid of what people will say. They're afraid of what people around them will say. And in Zimbabwe, and I speak about Zimbabwe because I am from Zimbabwe, in Zimbabwe there's a lot of people who have become masters of criticism. They've become masters of negativity around you, around your life. Anything new pops up, the first thing they have to say about it is negative. Anyone starts something new in our country, the first thing they have to say about it is negative. I'm not saying that you shouldn't tell the truth about a situation that we may have, but I'm saying that if someone is pushing and someone is hustling and someone is making something happen and they're building something that could be big, something that could explode and just become something amazing, for goodness sake, don't just jump onto the criticism bandwagon just because there are more people in it. Have the guts to be the only person that encourages somebody. Have the guts, have the absolute respect and maturity to stand and say, I see something here. Here's my positive contribution to what this person is doing. We criticize each other so much in this country and in our lives that people are afraid to say or do anything. They're afraid to say or do anything. I've learned a lot on this journey. I do things because I have a belief for them. I do things because it speaks to my future, it speaks to my legacy, and it speaks to the impact that I want to see. Even if I'm the only person doing it, I'll go for it. I listen to good voices around my life. I listen to people that will give me criticism, that love me, that know who I am. Do the same. The criticism that you accept is from the people that love you, the people that would walk with you if you have nothing. There are people that think that they have the right to criticize you just because they see you on Facebook or just because they see you on Twitter. There are people that think that they have earned the right to say something about you just because someone sent them a screenshot of what you are trying to do. And let me tell you something about stepping out. If you're going to step out, don't be afraid of failure. You're going to fail. And there are people that are going to laugh at that failure. The thing about failure is that it is yours. The failures I've had in the last 2-3 years in what I've done in my life, they are my failures. I learn from them. I own them. They are mine, and I keep going. There are some people who laugh at other people's failure, and that's because they've never failed. And the reason they've never failed is because they've never tried anything in their lives. I'm saying this, I'm passionate about this today because I'm seeing more and more people that are saying, I'm so afraid to do what I want to do because of what people will say. What kind of a world are we creating? What kind of a Zimbabwe are we creating where all we do is we criticize people out of their dreams? We're so negative that people end up running away. The people that end up leaving Facebook and Twitter because the people around them who should be encouraging them are the ones tearing them down. What's wrong with us? What's wrong with us? Now, you big dreamer, you big planner, you the one who wants to do amazing things, don't be soft also. You develop a thick skin. Develop a thick skin and you stand for what you believe. You keep powering ahead. Plow through their comments. Plow through their criticism and negativity. Plow through their mocking. Keep going. You've got to keep pushing past it. I was saying earlier on before the broadcast ended that when you are in the arena, there are more people that are sitting on the terraces criticizing you than there are people who are encouraging you. You can't be listening to what people who are sitting in the arena say. You have to develop a certain mindset that says, even if they leave the arena and I'm the only person playing this game, I'm going to play to the finish. I'm going to have the greatest comebacks that has ever been seen. Many of you watched the story of Tiger Woods. You watched Tiger Woods come back. The criticism that man had received, there are people that actually went on record to say he will never come back, he's useless, he's done, he's made too many mistakes, he has too many injuries, his reputation is down the drain and he'll never come back. And yet the man absolutely proved all of us wrong, blew everyone out of the water. I'm tired of people that come around with constructive criticism and they're trying to find a way to come and mock. A lot of the constructive criticism, can I tell you something? When someone who does not know you, has never walked a mile in your shoes, comes and they pretend to say, I'm here to give you constructive criticism, be very careful of that. And a lot of people who mock, a lot of people who laugh at others who are stepping out, who laugh at people who are doing amazing things, are finding it difficult to deal with their own failure to take off. It's an excuse. I'm telling you, it's an excuse. A lot of people are criticizing somebody. They're criticizing you for the photography business you want to start. They're criticizing you for the cake business you want to start. They're criticizing you for the airline that you want to start. They're criticizing you for the house you want to build, for the job that you want to have. They're criticizing you for the degree that you're studying for. They're criticizing you for the travel that you want to do. A lot of them, it is because they're jealous. Some of them are jealous, number one. Two, a lot of them they can't go past their own failure. They can't go past the last thing that they did. So the best thing that they can do is try and pull everyone else back to where they are. Oh, this is what Robson says. Ivan, you lost it when you fled to the USA at one time. I was believing in you. Robson, I don't care what you think about where I lost it. What is important is that I believe in what I am doing. I didn't do it because I wanted you to come on and support me. So whether you support me or not, it doesn't matter. Now the hashtag, I'm getting a t-shirt printed on. It says hashtag and Kendenge. Right here. Hashtag and Kendenge. That's what I'm going to be putting on. Because I don't care. I don't care what people think about. I no longer believe in you. I didn't do it because you believed in me in the first place. Courage means that you have made a decision to step out and do what people who are sitting on the sidelines would not do but are prepared to criticize. Okay? So, hey, listen, I'm on a journey, you're on a journey. I'm not here to talk about me. So, Robson, we're not talking about me. I'm talking here about people that have been criticized out of their dream. People that have been criticized out of doing what they need to do for themselves, what they need to do for their lives, what they need to do for their future, what they need to do for their families. That's what I'm talking about. We criticize each other so much, it's disgusting. And exactly what Robson is doing is what I'm talking about. The fact that all you want to do is to say, you lost it when you did this. Okay, fine. So what if I lost it? It's my life. I'm the one going for it. Like Tiger Woods and many other people, if you don't believe in what I'm doing, step aside. I'm busy. Step aside. I'm busy. And you get on. You do what you need to do. If you don't have anything to do, find something to do. Find something to do. Don't make it your job to go around and become the supervisor of other people's lives. So whoever you are, I'm here because I'm realizing that the amount of energy we invest in criticizing people is just way too much. And when the Aunt Kendenge t-shirt comes out, I'll let you have it. Someone says, yeah, I can see Aunt Kendenge, I'd like to get it. I'm going to make sure. Aunt Kendenge, if you don't know what Aunt Kendenge means, it's loosely translated, it means I don't care. I don't care. I've got something I'm doing. Now, am I saying that we don't listen to people? We listen to people. We listen to people. We listen to people around us. But let me tell you what we don't do. We don't internalize their criticism. We don't internalize their negativity. We don't internalize their opinions. Their opinions are theirs. They're not yours. They're theirs. Step over them and keep moving. Step over them and keep moving. Keep going. In this country, Zimbabwe, one of the things that will be the death of us if we are not careful is how we are jealous of people that achieve bigger and greater than us. Another thing that we should be careful of is how we are so negative and how we are prepared to pull people down who are doing. I was saying earlier on in the previous broadcast, so many Zimbabweans have left Zimbabwe not because of economic hardships, and there are many who have left because of that. But there are many who have left because of the negativity. There are many that have left because of the hate. There are many that have left because of the shade that people throw. Let me tell you a quick story and then I'm going to end my broadcast. Let me tell you a quick story about when I grew up. Please, you got to listen to this story. This is an amazing story I want to tell you about where I grew up. And I know people from other countries and other races and nationalities have got their own problems and they have their own issues. But I want to tell you a story from my own life. I'm in Zimbabwe. I'm Zimbabwean. And so the experience I know is the experience from here. And I'm talking to those of us that are here in Zimbabwe or those of us that are Zimbabwean. You need to encourage people more. Become comfortable with other people around you being more successful than you. Just do it. But let me tell you this story. You ready for this story? Because you're going to identify with this. You will know this. You will know this. And some people are going to hate me for saying this, but it is the truth. It is a part of our culture that we need to get rid of. It is a part of our culture that we need to deal with if we are going to become a people who are proud of ourselves, who are proud of our name, proud of our heritage, and proud of each other. We chase so many people away because we're jealous because we're negative, because we hate them, because it's not us who was able to get the deal, it's not us who started the company, it's not us who are in the limelight. Encourage people. We have to encourage people. Okay, Maliki Mickey here says, I don't know who he's talking to, he's telling someone to shut up. But here's the story. Are you ready to hear this story? Many years ago, I went to a school. Now here's the thing, is a lot of people know that I went to Prince Edward School. And I did. I went to Prince Edward School, and I was there at Prince Edward School for a couple of years. But after a couple of years, the money ran out in our family. My dad couldn't support us anymore. He was retrenched, lost his job. So he sent me to a school that is way out in the rural areas. It's a place called Magunje. And I went to Magunje. There's a school there called Charles Clark Secondary School. It's a Salvation Army school. I want to tell you something that I saw there that astounded me. I was there at Magunje for 2 years. Rural school, right in the sticks, Kuduze, right down in the sticks. And as I was at this school, I was doing my Form 3. One of the things that would happen is that some of the students in the class, and this happened on so many occasions, some of the students in the class would suddenly break out like they were possessed by something. I kid you not, I saw this with my own eyes. I was shocked. And when I found out from the others, they told me kuti kunonzi kurowa nezvivanda. Or Maliki Miki, I understand now. Now I totally understand who you were talking to. Thank you. And so here's what happened to these students. They told me kunonzi kurowa nezvivanda kana kurowa nezvishiri. And the students would convulse, and they would speak in other voices, and they would contort on the floor, and they would be throwing themselves on the walls. These young kids, I'm telling you, I saw this. If you're just joining us, I'm telling a story about what I saw when I went to school in the rural areas many years ago, 1993, 1994. And I saw these students who would become possessed by these spirits or what, I don't know what was going on. So when I asked the one teacher and I said, what's going on here? And one of the teachers said to me, no, kunonzi kurowa nezvishiri or kurowa nezvivanda. What happens is that somebody has actually sent an evil spirit of some sort to possess these children so that because they're jealous of what this child is actually achieving. Now, whether or not you believe in witchcraft or whether or not you believe in kushandisirana mshonga, how people bewitch each other, the fact is people do it. Whether or not it works, people actually do it. There are people who will go to the extent to go and find mushonga to bewitch someone because they want their job. There are people that will go to an extent to bewitch their relatives' children because those children are doing better in school than his own children. There are people who will go to the extent of bewitching someone's children because those children had shoes bought for them. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. The hate that we have for each other, we've got to change that. So I'm here to encourage people. Enoch Tando says, we're tired of you. Thanks, Enoch, I'm tired of you too. So you know what I'm going to do, Enoch? You are going to get blocked. That's what you are going to do because I'm tired of you too. Look, my point is real simple. Is that you and I have got to get to a place where we encourage each other more than we discourage each other. Your life is not a movie for other people to watch. Your life is a mission, is a journey for you to walk. Walk it with pride. Do what you do with pride. You stand up and you do what you need to do, and you got to keep going. But as Zimbabweans, let's change this attitude of hating each other. Let's change this attitude of pulling each other down just because it's fun to do. Twitter and Facebook, I watch people do this all the time. People gather, there are groups of people that actually make it their job to tear people down. I got to a point where I said, I don't care about what people say about me and say about my life and what I'm doing. Do the same thing. Got to keep going. There are people that create shame storms. There are people that find self-worth in shaming other people. There are people that find value and find meaning in shaming other people's lives. Well, pay no attention to them. You do what you got to do. There are people watching me right now. You have a business idea that you've wanted to start, and people have been pulling you down for it. Please, from today onwards, get up and go for it. There are people that have wanted to travel, and you're afraid to do it because you're afraid what people will say and how they'll criticize you. Get up and do it. There's someone who wants to start a clothing label. Do it. Give it that Shona name. Give it that Ndebele name. Give it that Kalanga name. Go ahead and design it and put it out there and step out and get going. There are people that want to study certain things, but they've already been told you failed too many times. What makes you think that you're going to be able to study at such and such a university? Do the application. Do it in secret. They don't even have to know about it. Go for it. Ignore them. Should they find out about it, pay no attention. Keep going. Keep going. If you don't have any support, at least you have your support. God bless you. You gotta keep going. You gotta keep going. Your dream is important for you. Your dream is important for your future. Your dream is important for your legacy. Your dream is important for your confidence. Your dream is important for other people around you who are watching. God bless you, fellas and ladies, wherever you are, whoever you are. Take it from me. I've learned a lot on my journey. And it's not just the social justice things that people know about. I do a lot of things that I do for me, that I'm successful for me. I have a lot of big dreams. I have a lot of big plans. You continue on your path with your big dream and your big plan. Those people that criticize, I'm telling you right now, a lot of them are dealing with their own failure. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to account with their own lack of progress. And so what they do is they project that fear of success onto you. They project that fear of progress onto you. And they feel like if you don't go anywhere, then it makes them feel better because we are stuck together. Chris Jera says, people are jealous, Pastor Ivan. I can testify to it. It happened in my life. It's true. Someone said here, someone says here, you Rob, talking to Rob, this platform is not for negative people. Again, that's exactly what we're talking about. Negativity. Flora Masunda here says, I just love you, my little brother, especially when you are on this mode. Say it as it is. And you know what? I think that there's too few positive messages that come out of us. We've got to increase our positive messages. Now, when one fails, fine, someone failed. You might have told them so. It doesn't help for you to go and say to them, I told you so, I told you so. Help them get up and say, now listen, remember what I said. Let's see if we can do this better. If they had the courage to step out, surely there must be something in them. There must be something in them. There's something in you. Don't let these negative people here. Let me tell you one thing I've also discovered. I've also discovered amazing, positive people in Zimbabwe. Amazing people who encourage in this country. They're there. They're there. Don't be fooled. They that are with us are more than they that are against us, my Bible says. Having said that, God bless you. I love you too much. I love you too much. Someone says, don't block them. Let them watch your blessings. I think that's a good idea. Yeah. Someone, Lydia Mdila says, the hate has reached levels whereby once criticizes someone's posters. And it's true. People criticize, some people's posters. Someone says, Pastor, you are blocking people. Way to go. Sometimes it's healthy to block. But actually, you're quite right. For a long time, I felt like I couldn't block people because I was a pastor. Or I couldn't block people because people had said you're the people's person. No. Healthiness, the healthiness of my life is more important to me than arguing with some negative person who is finding it hard to deal with their own failure in their own life. I would want to help you, but if you are unhelpable and if you come throwing spears, I've got to protect my life. God bless you guys. Thank you so much for coming out and for listening and for supporting. It's a tough journey that personally I'm on. Now I'm talking about me. It's a tough journey. I was in court yesterday. Spent the whole day in court yesterday, and I think I've been arrested now over the last 3 years a good maybe 6 times, 7 times. I've lost count of the court appearances. I think my court appearances are probably in their 50s or 60 different court appearances now. I've spent loads of time in these jails and prisons. I've had to live far away from my family for a long time, and it's not things I share with people because it's my journey. It's me. It's not an excuse. I'm not asking anyone to feel pity for me or to say shame, oh, we're with you. No, it's what I believe in. That's what I believe in. That's why after in January when I was arrested, I stood there and said, no, I believe in freedom and justice. Oh, wow. If you're going to do something big, learn to ignore. Ignore people. Do you, do big, do happy, and do positive. Much love to you guys. Big time. Love you lots. Got to go back into the hospital. My dad is having a procedure done. He's been sick for some time now, and been praying for his breakthrough. Please do pray. Help me pray for my dad if you do get time. So I'm going to jump back inside and find out whether they're done in theater. God bless you guys. Love you too much. From the heart to you guys. We'll talk again soon. Bye.